Good day, shameful shoot fighters shellacked by Shaq. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with Shaq Fu. Yes, the original Shaq Fu from 1994. This is the Sega Genesis version. That is Colonel, one of the characters in this game. A celestial champion, battered, shattered, and almost dead. And then blah, 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 all the rest of it. Yes, anybody looking for a Shaquille O'Neal fighting game and expecting anything involving basketball, well, you might be a little disappointed. From 1994, developed by Delphine Games and published by Electronic Arts for the SNES, Genesis, Game Gear, Game Boy, and the Amiga. One of those things is not like the other. Now, this wasn't EA's attempt to get into the basketball market. Let's go back to the main menu. This wasn't EA's attempt to get to the basketball market because this came out in October 94. Also out in October 94 was the first EA Sports NBA Live basketball game. So let's get started. Think is the equivalent to the arcade mode, and here's our cast of 12 characters. Now, because the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive cartridge had more memory than the SNES cartridge, they had 4 more characters on this than they did in the SNES version of the game. So in this game, we have the Big Diesel, Catwoman, Shaqtus, because he's red, he's legally distinct, the Big Aristotle, still better than the Tom Cruise movie, Manny Pacquiao, tastes like space chicken, the Big Baryshnikov. Hey, that's Shaq's nickname. Yeah, that's the Big Diesel. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Wilt Chamberdeasy, rated M for mature. No, seriously, when you perform the game's equivalent of a fatality on her, she disappears, leaving only her clothes behind, so she's clearly vanished to a voodoo nudist colony. Superman, Tales from the Crypt Keeper, the Hobo Master, Child Abuse, LCL, Racial Stereotype, the Big Witness Protection Program, and legally distinct from that other fighting game. Oh yes, and of course, Shaq Daddy. So let's get started. Let's play the guy we're all here for, one Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. Let's get started. Love the shuffle. It's Shaq versus, not the reality show, Shaq versus the old fella. Leonsu, something like that? Oh, he's got a stick! Alright, we've not gotten off to a good... He's got a ranged attack. Shaq does not... Actually, Shaq does have a ranged attack. I looked up his combos. It's forward, back, forward. And that was the Shaq Rukin. That's, Now, Shaq, you'll notice, is wearing light blue with white stripes on his trunks. That, of course, is Orlando Magic colors. Ah, I almost had it, too. It was an amazing comeback. Yes, this is Orlando Magic colors, 94. Shaq was still on the Magic before he ended up in Los Angeles playing for the Lakers. And where else did he end up? He was Lakers. Alright, hang on. It's down towards C is the flaming kick. It's got a little bit of input lag. It's just, you've got to be about a half second faster than you think you have to be. Not that I'm a fighting game expert by any means, but... I'm just gonna spam, oops, I was gonna say, just gonna spam B. Because B is your quick attack, oh, no. Man, it's hard getting the... If you don't hit the jump controls quite right, you're in trouble. You fight like a darn rookie. Does not look like Shaq, does it? No, we'll just let it continue on to 0, and maybe we'll draw someone else. Shaq Rukin, forward, back, forward, oh, this, he gives you tips! A Shaq Yurkin. I don't know if I said that right, but screw it, it sounds... As opposed to Shore Yukin, Shaq Yurkin. Hey, I got it! I figured out how to say it. Yeah, alright, let's go back into duel mode and play as the Hobo Master against the old fella again. That doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. You know, this game actually got really good reviews. Well, I won't say really good reviews. It got middling reviews. Back in the day. It got, you know, 70s, 80s in that range. Oh, hang on. We're gonna... Oh no. I'm trying to hit the... You've only got 2 combos in the game, which is why you see him spamming that move. Shaq's got... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Shaq's got 2 moves. Most other characters have 3 moves. Oh, no, he got me. I thought I got him. Apparently not. I find the jump controls... Man, like... There's one thing that's got to aggravate people is that the AI's got to jump on you before the game... Before the fighting even starts. Before it even says go. The AI... Whoa. The AI's got to jump on you. I dodged out of the way. Man, that was... I went down rather easy there. We're already done. Didn't take long. No, I'm finding there's just a hitch of input lag. Like, I didn't have it on the menu. The menu screen... Like, the menu screen I don't have a problem with. I notice when I have input lag on a menu screen, because that's usually how I sync up these videos. I didn't even make the top, yeah, we already found out what the Shaq was. But, like, I'm just clicking through that, and I'm not getting any input lag, but when you get into the game, it just feels like we're off a step. Also, Shaq's pants are a different color in the menu screen. Not that I'm not sure, I don't remember what Shaq looked like in 1994. But he definitely doesn't look like it now, but that was also, you know, like almost a quarter century ago. And yet, for some reason, a quarter century after this came out, after many rumors on and off of having Shaq Fu 2, we're finally getting it. I would say no one asked for it, but in fact, people did ask for it. They crowdfunded Shaq Fu 2, Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn, into existence. If anybody wants to throw me a copy to play on the channel and see how it stacks up, sort of like a retro versus, retro compared type format, how Shaq Fu 94 stack up to Shaq Fu 2018, I'm more than willing to do it. But am I willing to spend my own money on it? Probably not. Let's see if we get anyone different this time. Let's see, we've got the Colonel! Looks like a hairy version of Randy Savage. Oh, he's got... Man, that's not fair. He's got a machine gun. He's rockets. Oh, that didn't work. There's a problem. Is Shaq's special moves. I'm just gonna spam the... It's not the actual Chun-Li kick. We're just gonna make it the Chun-Li kick. And we win our first fight. Anyway... I was going to say, Shaq's moves, you've got the close quarters, flaming roundhouse kick, so you got to get in tight. And his one ranged attack, you see how long, I just got started into that animation. So there's, not that doesn't have an animation, but the game can react to my animations. Oh yeah, we'll try. He's gonna shoot me with the rocket, of course. Stupid smart AI. Alright. And... Whoop. Oh, I dodged the first one, now he's just spamming that. Bastard. Take that, Shaq. You know, for a guy who on his Shaq vs. Reality show tried boxing twice... Hence the nickname Manny Shaqio. For a guy who on his boxing, or his reality show did boxing twice. Machines are fragile. I guess you gotta have a quippy line. I guess. But for a guy who did boxing on his reality show, I haven't been able to figure out how to do a punch yet. This is Raja, but not the modern day Maharaja. Everybody's got their own themed, appropriately themed. Oh yeah, oh he's got the Chun-Li kicks. He's got the Chun-Li kicks, the bastard. But he's got a short-ranged attack. So he's got two actually. He's got the Chun-Li kicks. No, he's got a whole whack of things. He's got the Chun-Li kicks. He's got the clap the swords. And he's got the toss the swords. And then he had the little ground spike thing. So Raja's got 4 special moves. You'd think that they would have given all sorts of... I appreciate that flaming roundhouse aside... That flaming roundhouse aside, sorry, since I got a win in hand, I may as well try it. Flaming roundhouse aside, they did stick to some semblance, or at least as much semblance of realism as one could for a Shaquille O'Neal-based fighting game. Ah, he got me inside with the Chun-Li kicks. But for at least as much as they tried to keep semi-realistic with Shaq's moveset. I mean, sure, I don't think I've ever seen Shaq kick anyone like that before. Not even in an on-court scuffle, but... Oh yeah, well, wake up, taunt, wake up move, something, give me a... Man, Shaq has a huge jumping range for... Sweep kick. We'll close the gap. No, we don't have a prayer. Now, he clapped us on the side of the head. Boxcars with the swords. You should retire early, buddy. In fact, he probably retired too late. Alright, with the dual mode sort of played through, let's go to the story mode. Now, you guys have to see this. I've read about the story mode, I've not seen the story mode, but I understand this might be part of the reason why it's so poorly regarded now. I don't know, back to the menu. Because, like I said, at the time, 70s, 80s, that's not too bad. For any game, really. Unless it's Mass Effect Andromeda. Let's go story. It's downtown Tokyo, and I'm checking out the local sites on the day of my all-star charity game when... Pepsi ad. Product placement even a quarter century ago. I stumbled upon a small kung fu dojo with an old man inside. Prominent product placement. Greetings, big warrior. You are the one from the stars, I presume. I thought I'd never live to see the day. Why you just wander into... I'm an all-star, if that's what you mean. We have a game tonight. Would you like to come? It's going to be quite a battle, even though it's for charity. Why are you just wandering into a kung fu... Oh no, young warrior. I'm too old to be fighting, but I wish you well. You must hurry now if you are to save the little boy, Nezu. That is, if you are really the magic one. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm just sightseeing before my game. What are you talking about? I'm surprised he didn't say, well, yes, I play for the Orlando Magic. Did he already know he was on his way to Los Angeles? No time to explain. Go through this portal. Find Nezu. Save him before it's too late. It's a closet. How's it a portal? I'm starting to see why in hindsight, it's not particularly well regarded. But we have a world map now. Oh yeah, we have an actual world map. That's Shaq running around. It's the world map. You got Final Fantasy in my... Not quite Mortal Kombat, not quite Street Fighter knockoff. Lost Jungle, let's go! What's in the Lost Jungle? Where is Satra? Your magic can't hurt me, girlfriend. My magic has never lost a match, and I'm not your girlfriend. So... We have, Let's just, I was gonna say, this is gonna be a problem where I'm just gonna kick over her head because we're so much taller than her. So I'm sticking with the fast kick for now. Okay, I turned the difficulty down to easy, but that may have been a mistake. Because I've actually won something. Might give a chance for me to try and hit the Shaq Rookin. But we can't hit her. So it's forward, down, forward, A. Forward, back, forward, A. Forward, back, forward, A. Back, forward, back, A? Oh crap, she turned into something. And she's got... Okay, I'm sleeping on this one. Forward, back, forward, A. There it... Oh, and she canceled it too. Well, what is that supposed to do? It doesn't seem to do any damage. I mean, I get it, her gimmick's voodoo and all, but... Alright, so it's down, forward, circle. Or no, not circle. Down, forward. Oh no, see, now it finally did damage. It's just got a really long wind-up animation. Oh, she's got the... I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Ah, we jumped over her voodoo transformation thing. Just as I say, I turned it down to easy just to make it a little easier on me. She very nearly beats me. I should turn into a little frog, but since you won honorably, I will let you pass. So I can't go back into Lost Jungle. That was North Gate. The Wasteland. What else do we have here? Gargoyle's Peak. Oh, that's just bushes. Vagabond Temple. Is this something? And Yasko Mines. What's in Yasko Mines? You call yourself Diesel? Ha ha ha. We'll see who has the last laugh. Of course he calls himself Diesel. He's an alternate universe you or something, I'm sure. What I don't get, if this is a portal to... This is supposed to be a portal to another dimension. Sorry, let me point that out. Why is there, like, just a generic, you know, a dude with throwing knives? I thought I almost pulled off the Shaq Rookin there. Or Shaq Yukin, or... Damn, I cannot say that word. It's just so, like... If I just call it the Shore Yukin... There we go, we'll just kick him to death. Spam the B button. We will be fine. Like, other than not being particularly thrilled with, like, the time from button input to something happening. Like, other than that, this is a perfectly competent fighting game. Oh, he's on Fury mode. That's an interesting mechanic. What's Fury mode? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I just kicked him in the face. Kicked him in the face with our energy legs. Wait, that's Power Thirst. I could have beat you back home on the docks. Well then why didn't you stay home on the docks? Bon Jovi would have been a fan of that. Try Vagabond Temple. Oh god, not him again. Crap. Seeing as we have no luck against Russia. We'll have to see. Now this is the first proper test of the difficulty setting. Now it could just be... Now it could also be... Getting more Oh, come on. Collision detection could use some work. It could just be because... It is the third fight, so it might be getting a little more difficult. And we got him. So maybe it's just easy mode is quite easy. Now, you missed that one. Now, the difference between Shaq Fu coming out now and Shaq Fu coming out here in 1994 was this was sort of at, you know, in the middle of Shaq's multimedia peak in 1994. The year before, 1993, he dropped Shaq Diesel, his first rap album, which went platinum, by the way. And after that, he released his second album, was Shaq Fu The Return, which went gold. And that came out about a month after this came out. Early 94, he got his first feature role in a movie. It was called Blue Chips. Do you know where I can find Set and the Boy? Grr. So he's in the Wasteland. I figured he would have been at Gargoyle's Peak. Mr. Orok. But I guess this fits. Now, don't worry, Kazaam didn't come out for another couple of years after that, and that's probably what turned everyone on Shaq. Oh, he's got a mace! An opening pepper spray. This is not particularly fun on easy mode. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maybe it's just the way I'm... Oh, he turned into stone! And crumbled. That's a cool death animation. Oh, he's got... Well, yeah, try... Hang on. Try the flaming kick. Okay. Forward, back, forward. A. Shakyuken! Shakyuken! So busy trying. Oh, I thought I was gonna flaming kick him out of midair. But, oh, he does the, is it the modern Sub-Zero? Or is it the Scorpion where he disappears and comes back up with the... teleports in? That's a Scorpion, isn't it? It's definitely not an MK1 Sub-Zero move if it was one. So we get North Gate and South Gate. Gargoyle's Peak. Tell me where the boy Nezu is before I beat you out of you. Yeah, right, I'll whisper it in your ear right after I slap you silly. Well, that's just lacking in intimidation. Well, that's cool. This guy might actually give me a little fight here. Takes a little bit for the challenge to pick up. Alright, it's forward, back, forward, A. Oh, he's sending out Dragon Lightning. Supreme Leader Snoke wishes he had lightning this good. Wait, does Snoke have lightning? And is that just in the Star Wars Force Arena mobile game? And we cannot hit. We can't hit that stupid... We got the sweep kick down, though. We can't hit that stupid flaming, the flamethrower kick there. It's gotta be right on top of you, but we can just spam... I've been spamming the B button, which is quick attack the whole time. Oh! He dissolved. Now, the game doesn't have fatalities in the traditional sense. Your courage is praiseworthy, beware the beast, as he is as lethal as he is ugly. So do I have to clear this entire area before it'll... So I guess I have to clear this entire area. I'm gonna rock your chair, Grandpa. You have much to learn, young man. Isn't this the old man from the dojo? Why the hell would he be fighting us? Speaking of people that kicked our ass repeatedly... Now, you know, you come into this thinking, okay, it's Shaq Fu. It's the worst fighting game of all time, right? One of the worst games of all time. I'm not just saying this because of doing well, because I was actually still winning some fights on normal difficulty. I'm not a fighting game player. Nobody's ever accused me of being that, but... I mean, I don't mind. Like, it doesn't have the complicated combo system of the other fighting games at the time, or the complicated move sets. Abundance of move sets, because you gotta remember, around this time, all within a couple years of Shaq Fu coming out, right? You had Mortal Kombat, you had Street Fighter 2, you had the original Tekken come out, you had Killer Instinct out. What else am I forgetting off that list? I looked up a whole whack of games that came out around that time. I think I got the big four that came out. Save my grandson Nezu, but look out, Set hypnotized him and he will try to defeat you. Oh, so we gotta beat up a small child. Somewhere in the second world, Beast brings his skeleton soldiers to life. I can see why this game is comical. But we've completed this world, so we can... Or this half of the world. So we can go over to this half. There's the labs, Dexter's lab. There is Southgate. And Catwalk Falls. Well, that's gonna be Catwoman there. What's up, Catwoman? Can you tell me about the little boy Nezu? My name is Kyrie, and I'm going to do some serious damage to your body. This is about as E-rated a Mortal Kombat type, or like Mortal Kombat Street Fighter, fighting game. They are going for like the outlandish characters. They are definitely going for more of a Mortal Kombat feel. They're trying to, I think it feels like to me. with the abilities and whatnot, that they're trying to go for a little bit of a Mortal Kombat feel. There we go. Got over to Shaq Fu. But I think that, you know, because of the subject matter, you know, it's an NBA basketball player in this really weird, outlandish fantasy fighting game. Because Kazaam was a flop, because of the diminishing returns on his rap career, I think that this game gets a bad rap because of Shaq burnout more than what it is. Like, it's not a great game, but it's not a terrible game either. I mean, it has its flaws. I've kind of outlined a few of them. But as somebody who's, you know, relatively, you know, oh, I'm freed from Set Ra's mind control. Nezu's being held on Tombstone Island. You must get by Set Ra's loyal army first. Maybe it's in here. Oh, this is our pal, Colonel. What's up with the plastic headgear, brah? Like I said, this is like the E-rated fighting game. That might be part of it as well. It's definitely not a fighting game for the Mortal Kombat Street Fighter crowd. It is definitely targeted at young basketball fans, Shaq fans. So I can see, you know, there's flaws to the game for sure. Like, you know, Colonel there just magically getting up, Shaq just magically falling short on the jump sort of thing. Little flaws like that. But as somebody who is relative novice when it comes to fighting games, you know, something with a relatively simple combat system. I mean, the Genesis version is basically, you know, a 2-button fighting game with a couple of combos. The controls, that might be the biggest issue that this game has. Man, he's just spamming that stupid rocket thing, and now he's spamming that which has infinite range. Man. But I can't help but feel like, yeah, like the ridiculous story and just general Shaq burnout, along with, you know, not being a patch on its contemporaries in the genre, is really... Well, Fury ain't gonna help him if he's down. I feel like those things all combine to Shaq Fu being considered in hindsight far worse than it actually was, especially when you compare the 94 reception to the 2018 reception for Shaq Fu. So is it the worst fighting game of all time? I would say most certainly not. You know, in a vacuum, Shaq Fu is just an inoffensive, generic fighting game, really. Are you Nezu? There's no Nezu anymore. Only Zool. Wait, that's the wrong game. Wait a minute. Oh, he's got a trap? Are you kidding me?
It's a trap.
That's OP as hell. Great. We're gonna end this video on Shaq beating up a 10-year-old kid. Who thought this was a good idea? Yeah, sure, he's possessed by the evil villain of the game. But let's have as part of this, Shaq, look how sad the little kid is in the top right. Who thought this was a good idea? It just seems like so inadvisable. Here, let's have a game where Shaq beats up a 10-year-old. I don't care how powerful. That was actually a hell of a hit. This kid, you've got to play defensive. You gotta play dodge'ems. We'll just jump over that. We'll just flying jump kick. That's my favorite move. I keep going back. Well, that and the body kick. Oh, we landed on him, and he's dead. You have freed me from the Dark Master set. Now go and face him while he is still weak. Well, I mean, we've got 2 areas left, so we may as well You're one ugly creature. Who are you? I am Beast, Tetra's greatest servant. I will beat you senseless. I mean, we're this far. You may as well finish it, right? So I can only assume that we're on battle 10. Oh, he furies up fast. That's his ability. So I can only assume that because there's 12 playable characters in Sega Shaq Fu. Oh man, he's making a comeback. No, we got him. Because there's 12 characters in Sega Shaq Fu, that this story mode is expanded relative to what they had in the SNES Shaq Fu. And yet, from what I read, the SNES version actually got higher review scores, or at least according to the Wikipedias. The SNES version of Shaq Fu had higher ratings, not by much, but higher ratings than the Genesis version. Oh, I skipped over that. Oh well. All this is just a prelude to the cutscene where we get to face off with the mummy Setra. Tombstone Island, like the kid said. Hand over the boy, mummy, or I'll unravel you. I am Setra. You should never have come this far. After I beat you, I will wreak havoc upon the human race. Now hang on a second. We've already freed the kid from Set's wrath. Now I imagine no matter what difficulty you set this on, it's not going to be an easy fight. Unless, of course, you're me and you're just spamming the same moves over and over again. Okay, let's try something different here. High kick, and he's down. Roundhouse kick to the face. Again, have we seen Shaq throw a punch yet? I get he's tall. But you think he'd have... Actually, I just realized, is Set not a taller sprite than our friend Shaquille O'Neal? Like, I mean, I didn't pay much attention to the character heights. We know Nezu was a midget. Well, I mean, Nezu's a 10-year-old boy. Oh, man. I think I'm about to get bollocksed up here by one Set Raw. Nice. Oh, he's got some big moves to him. Oh, no, no. Ah, come on, I landed that kick. Well, we almost had him. One more fight for all the marbles. And by marbles, I mean the future of the human race or something like that. Because the weird extra-dimensional mummy is... Mummy with shoulder pads, or shoulder spikes, I should point that out. Oh, I was trying for the roundhouse kick. That's probably not a good idea since he's now got the momentum on me. Ha! Got him with the kick. You win! Yes, I do. You are a man of great power, but mark my words, I'll be back. Just wait for Shaq Fu 2. It's gonna take me a quarter century to regain my power, but I will. Thanks, Shaq, you saved my life. I'm sorry I'm late, boys. Let's just say I had to fight some traffic to get here. Okay. Oh no, not you again. I hope you play hoops better than you can fight, Beast. Wait, nobody's paying the slightest bit of attention to a demonic monster playing hoops. The end. Finn! There we go. And here, let's just go out on the credits for Shaq Fu. Like I said, it's not a terrible game. It's not a great game. It's a video game. Honestly, I think it's your mileage may vary. I think if you're a big fan of Mortal Kombat and the faster pace of that, and I guess Street Fighter as well, it's a slower pace. I don't think this is meant for, the big fighting game tournament that they do in Vegas every year. I'll just flash it up on the screen right now. Although, watch I say that and there's like a special Shaq Fu tournament or exhibition tournament at one of these big esport events or something like that. You know, just in time for the release of Shaq Fu, or Shaq Fu 2, I should say, or just for fun. Maybe Shaq Fu a Legend Reborn. We'll get its own big esports tournament on Twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see because that game drops tomorrow. But that's all time we have for now for Shaq Fu. So thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget, you can check out all sorts of classic games, great and craptacular, on the channel. We've got playlists on screen in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.